Hi, first grade friends. This week we've been learning about the long U sound. Our I can statement today is, I can read and write words with the long U sound. Can you repeat it back? I can read and write words with the long U sound. So this week we went over different reading patterns we can look for that make the long U sound. So we talked about U with magic E, like in the word cube, k-u-b, cube. We talked about U and E being right next to each other, b-l-u, blue. And we also talked about EW. So even though there is no U in EW, we can know that sometimes EW makes the long U sound U, like in the word blue, like you blew out a candle, b-l-u, blue. So today we're going to focus on the EW words, and we're going to watch a video to review all of these patterns and then go over some EW words and talk about a writing activity we're going to do today. So let's follow along to this video. Feel free to sing along and try and read the words.
Long vowel U. U, Q, Q, U, fuel, fuel, U, B, cube, cube, U, mule, mule. Mute, mute, U, cute, cute, U, few, few, U, pew, pew.
Let's see if we can read these words.
Q, fuel, cube, mule, mute, cute, few, pew.
All right, so these are some words that have the long U sound and they have different patterns. You notice some of the words have UE right next to each other, some have U with a magic E, and then some have EW at the end. So we're going to go over those EW words today. So EW can sometimes make what sound? The long U sound, so it says U. Let's read this word. If I know EW says U sometimes, I can sound out D first and blend it with the U sound. D-U, do. Just like if you've ever had Mountain Dew, or dew can also be rain or water droplets that you see on grass sometimes early in the morning. Can you read the sentence with me? Can I have a Mountain Dew? We see EW in the word pew. Pew is like a bench you sit on. Sometimes you might see these if you go to church. So we know P says P and EW can say U. Can you sound this out with me? P, U, pew. Let's read the sentence. I sat in the pew. We also see EW in the word knew. So this is like I knew the answer. So when we see K and N together and K is first, the K is silent. So this would say knew, knew. I knew the answer. We also see the EW in the word. Can you sound it out with me? Flew. Flew. Let's read the sentence together. The bird flew to the tree. Let's sound this one out. New. So this is like you got something new. Let's read the sentence together. I got new shoes. So today we're going to focus on this word new, and we're going to write about it and use it in a sentence. But before we write about it, we're going to go over what makes an important sentence. So today we're going to write about a time you got something new. Before I show you an example, let's go over the important parts of a sentence. Sentences start with a capital letter. So notice that a lot of capital letters touch the upper line and bottom line of our writing paper. Good sentences also have nice, neatly written words. Does this word look nice? Notice how the letters are not on top of one each other. There's a little spaghetti space in between each letter in the word. Good sentences also use finger spaces. So think about your meatball spacing as you are writing. And lastly, good sentences end with a punctuation mark. So in this example, they are asking a question. Do you like me? So they used a question mark. But a lot of the time we use the period because we put a period at the end of a sentence, just like here. Now we can use our exclamation point when we're talking about something exciting. So I want you guys to look for these examples in my writing sample. So you are going to use the sentence starter, one time I got a new, and you're going to talk about something new you got. So you can use the paper I sent home in the green folder that looks like this, or if you don't have any of that paper, that's okay. Just use any blank paper at home. So you're going to start with one time I got a new, and then you're going to fill out the rest. Let me give you an example of what I wrote about. Here is my example. Can you pause the video and see if you can read it all on your own? If you read that, great job. I'm going to read it with you now. You may follow along with pointing at the screen. One time I got a new bike from my dad. It was blue and shiny. It had a brown basket. I rode it everywhere. My new bike was awesome. All right, so I told you about what the new object I got was. I described it by giving its colors, what it had on it, and what I did with my new thing. And then I summed it all up and told you that it was awesome. Now, when I say my new bike was awesome, I was very excited about it, so I used an exclamation point to end it instead of a sentence. So let's look at our checklist over here. Do I have all of these in my writing? Do I have capital letters at the beginning of my sentences? I have one here, 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 and here. So I do have capital letters at the beginning of my sentences. Do my words look nice and neat? Give me a thumbs up if you think my words look nice and neat. Do I have finger spaces between my words? Give me a thumbs up if you think I have finger spaces between my words. Did I use punctuation marks at the end of all of my sentences? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did. I didn't leave any sentences without a punctuation mark because remember, we use punctuation marks to tell us the sentence is over. So you are going to write about a time you got something new. Remember, you're going to use the sentence starter. You can first copy this on your page. One time I got a new, and it can be anything. So I want you to tell me what it was that was new and describe any details about it. Then you are going to go into the Seesaw page and press that Add Response button. And then you will use the camera tool to take a picture of your writing sample. So that will upload the picture of your writing sample right into our assignment on Seesaw. And then you can press the green check button to turn it in. Remember, you can always press this triangle button that says play, and that will play the directions for you guys, so you don't always have to read those. You can listen to the directions too. I'm really looking forward to reading about what you guys write. Have fun with this activity.